Well, absolutely. The Pakistani Prime Minister today has held a meeting with US President Donald Trump, which he says has been very constructive. He's talked about engagement with Iran, he's talked about Kashmir, and he's talked about the Afghan peace process. Visibly, if we talk about the meeting, I was present there, we were present there. Pakistani Prime Minister was slightly reluctant in answering. He looked slightly tense as well, but a lot of questions were heard towards US President Donald Trump with regards to his offer on mediation on Kashmir, which he remarked that he would only be willing to mediate if both the parties are agreeing to do so, or if both the parties would want him to mediate on the issue. Also, the Pakistani Prime Minister said that he would want to raise the issue of the alleged human rights violation, and that is something that the Pakistani Foreign Minister also said that the Pakistani Prime Minister has raised. But by and large, the stakes were more higher towards the Afghan peace process and the fate of US-Taliban talks, which the Pakistani Foreign Minister said that there have been constructive engagement on that, and likely a good news is to follow. But if we talk about the body language, by and large, the Pakistani Prime Minister looks slightly tense. He did not interact with the media much compared to the United States President Donald Trump, though we understand that he recently shared the stage with Prime Minister Modi as well, and he, by the looks of it, the Pakistani Prime Minister, while trying to evade questions in the same manner, the US President Donald Trump was pretty much on the forefront, answering diplomatically even on the issue of Kashmir. Anas Malik in New York for WIOn, World is One.
So after a stunning display of bonhomie in Houston, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Donald Trump are all set to meet for the second time in 2 days, and the third time this year, as the two leaders will sit down for a bilateral meeting this evening. Now, this will be the third bilateral meeting between Modi and Trump this year. Both the leaders first met on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Osaka earlier this year. And this meeting was followed by an interaction on the sidelines of the G7 summit in France. And now today, the meeting comes within 48 hours of both sharing the stage in Houston at one of the largest Indian-American diaspora events. This meeting is important, and it is expected to set the tone for India-US bilateral relationship. On the cards are discussions on bilateral, regional and global issues, including efforts to address certain trade disputes. Now, this meeting is to be watched out for, as the event on Sunday made headlines in all major American dailies with pictures of both leaders on the front pages. Now, using Trump's slogan, "Make America Great Again," the Indian Prime Minister had vouched for the US President just ahead of the 2020 presidential election in his own unique way. The US President, too, did not hold back from lauding Modi's exceptional work for India. Calling Modi America's most devoted and loyal friend, President Donald Trump had said that the US was committed to fighting radical Islamic terrorism, emphasizing on the importance of border security.